What are limits of liability? By Evelyn P. Bavier. April 6, 2023. Berksey is a division of Berkshire Hathaway Specialty Insurance and IC50's dental malpractice. What are limits of liability? Each claim v. aggregate limits of liability. The first and most basic thing to understand about limits of liability is that your policy will most likely contain two types of limits, an each claim or each occurrence limit and an aggregate or policy limit. Limits of liability examples in claims-made policies versus occurrence policies. When you buy professional liability insurance, you will often be presented with the choice: do you want a claims-made policy or an occurrence policy? What is an example of limits of liability for occurrence policies? If you have an occurrence-based policy, this limit will be expressed as the occurrence limit and operates to contain the total payout for any one incident or occurrence, including all related occurrences, no matter how many claims arise from that event. What are aggregate limits? Regardless of whether you have a claims-made or occurrence policy, however, the $3 million aggregate limit operates to cap the total payout to $3 million per policy period, regardless of the number of claims, incidents, occurrences, or patients. What do professional liability limits cover, anyway? Your limits of liability always apply to cover damages, or those amounts you're obligated to pay, to compensate the injured party in a claim. Typically, damages are awarded by a judgment in court or agreed to through a settlement with the claimant. 3 special limits of liability considerations. There's no magic number for limits of liability that will protect professionals against all possible liability scenarios. 1. Consider what other professionals like you are buying. Ask your local or regional professional association for guidance. Most likely, the insurance that is most commonly purchased in your area represents common wisdom and experience over the years and may make sense to follow suit. 2. Learn your local laws. You'll want to know whether your state or city has tort reform that will protect you from runaway juries or excessive judgments. Many local laws try to manage the litigation environment through caps on what damages a plaintiff can receive from a lawsuit, especially in medical malpractice. 3. Understand your coverage. If you're a self-employed professional or own your own business, you will likely be on your own in defending claims. There will be no employer-provided coverage on the front line protecting your finances. Even if you have a contract with a company that promises to indemnify you, buying full coverage up to your industry standard and geographical needs is probably a good idea, as you may still need to tap into your own coverage first to secure a proper defense. It is with honor to share this lecture with you. Dr. Tom Khalili, ICE50 founder.